I'm back again. Shall we continue learning our divisibility rules?
Hi. Okay, let's continue.
Last time we have learned about the divisibility rules from 2 to 9. If you haven't seen that video, I'm leaving you for you in the cards. You can watch it from there.
Okay.
Okay then, let's continue learning our rules of divisibility. Today, let's learn about the rules for 11 to 19.
Let us learn.
The divisibility rule for 11. Divisibility rule is we need to find the difference between the sum of its digits in odd place and sum of its digits in even place. And after finding the difference between them, if the difference is multiple of 11 or 0, we can say that that number is divisible by 11. No matter how big the number is, we just need to find the difference between the sum of its digits in odd place and even places. So let's see an example now for better understanding. Here the digits 7, 4, 3, 9 are in odd places and the digits 1, 5, 4, 2 are in even places. Adding all the odd placed digits and even placed digits, after adding, finding the difference between them, that is 23 minus 12 gives rise to 11. We all know that 11 is a multiple of 11, no need of explanation further. So we can conclude that this number is divisible by 11. For better understanding, let's see another number. In this number, we can see that 2, 8, 6, 7 are in odd place and the digits 2, 3, 4, 5 are in even place. So just add them all with respect to odd places and even places and just find the difference between them, and we get the difference as 9. We all know that 9 is not a multiple of 11, so we can conclude that 11 is not going to divide the number. Now let's see the divisibility rule for 12. We can say that a number is divisible by 12 only if that number is divisible by both 3 and 4. Now let's see the rule with an example. In this example 65832, first of all we need to look for the 3. For 3 we all know that the rule is 658332 sum. The sum is 27 and it is divisible by 3, and for 4 the last 2 digits is 32. We know that 32 is divisible by 4. So this entire number is divisible by 12. Let's see another example. In this example, if we add all the digits, we can get a sum of 24. 24 is divisible by 3. But the last digits is 22. But 22 is not divisible by 4. So we can say that this number is not divisible by 12. Now let's see the divisibility rule for 14. We can say that a number is divisible by 14 if that number is divisible by both 2 and 7. Now let's see an example for this. In this example, we can see that the last digit 4 is an even number, so this is divisible by 2. And for 7, we need to divide the number into a group of 3 digits, and after that we need to find the difference between the odd places and even places. Here 331 minus 154 gives to 177, but 177 is not divisible by 7, so this number is not divisible by 14. Let's see another example here. 2190818. The last digit is 8, which is even number and divisible by 2. And for 7, divide the number into a group of 3 digits. And remember, we need to divide the number from right hand side, 8181902. And here 818 and 2 are in odd places, so we need to add the odd places numbers and even places numbers and find the difference between them. After finding the difference between them, we got 630, which is OK for 7. So we can say that this number is divisible by 14. Now let's see the divisibility rule for 15. For 15, we can say that the number is divisible by 15 if that number is divisible by both 3 and 5. Now let's see an example. In this example, for 3, we have to add all the numbers and we get 36. If we add again, we get 9. So 9 is a multiple of 3, so this number is divisible by 3. And for 5, we know that the last number should be 5. Here we have 5, so this whole number is divisible by 15. Let's see another example. In this example, again we have to add all the numbers to check the divisibility for 3. 24 is the sum of all the numbers and 24 is divisible by 3. We can say that this number is divisible by 3 and the last digit we have here is 5 and the last digit is 5, that number is divisible by 5. So this number is divisible by both 3 and 5, so it is divisible by 15. Let's see the divisibility rule for 16. To find whether a number is divisible by 16 or not, we have to look after the last 4 digits of that number. And if that 4 numbers are divisible by 16, we can say that the entire number is divisible by 16. For better understanding of it, let's see an example. In this example, we just need to take the last 4 digits 3776 and we just need to look for the divisibility of these 4 numbers by 16, and 3776 is divisible by 16, so the entire number is divisible by 16. Here let's see another example. In this example also we just need to look for the last 4 digits 5684. 5684 is not divisible by 16, so we can conclude that this number is not divisible by 16. See the divisibility rule for 17. To find the divisibility of 17, first of all, we need to multiply the last digit in that number with the 5. And with the result, we have to subtract it from the remaining whole number, remaining digits of the number. And we have to repeat this process over and over again if necessary. And if the subtraction result we get as a multiple of 17 or 0, we can conclude that number is divisible by 17. It is kinda difficult, but you can understand with an example easily. Let's take a simple number for better understanding. In this example 3978, we have to multiply the last digit, that means 8 into 5, and we need to subtract the 45 from 397. We get an answer 357, and again we have to subtract the last digit of times 5 from 35. 7 5 is 35, 35 minus 35 is 0. So this 3978 is divisible by 17. Let's see another example. Here 40189. Multiply the last digit with the 5 and subtract it from the remaining digits. We get 3973. Repeat the same process again and again and again. And here, after doing lot of process, we got to the answer 28. And 28 is not a multiple of 17, so this number is not divisible by 17. Now let's see the divisibility rule for 18. Divisibility rule for 18 is the number should be divisible by both 2 and 9. Let's see an example for the 18. Here 173772 is a given number. First of all, we need to check for the 2. The last digit in this number is 2, which is an even number. So this number is divisible by 2. And for 9, the sum of the digits should be multiple of 9. Here, the sum of the digits gives rise to 27, which is divisible by 9. So this satisfies both 2 and 9. So this number is divisible by 18. Let's see another example for 18. Here 588206. The last digit is 6, which is even number as well as divisible by 2. And sum of its digits is 29. But I don't think 29 is not divisible by 9. So we can conclude that this number is not at all divisible by 18 as it not satisfies the rule for 9. Let's see the divisibility rule for 19. The divisibility rule for 19 is somewhat similar to 17. But here we need to multiply the last digit of a number with 2 and we need to add that result to the remaining number. And if we get a result as a multiple of 19 or 0, we can say that number is divisible by 19. If we get a big number, we need to repeat the process again and again until we get a reasonable number which can conclude that is divisible by 19. With an example we can better understand this. So in this first example we have 101156. The last digit is 6 and 6 into 2 is 12. We need to add the 12 to the remaining number 10115. We get 10127 and we need to repeat this process again and again and again. And at last we get the number 114. So 114 is divisible by 19. So we can conclude that this number is divisible by 19. Let's see another example for this. 40260. The last number is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. So we get the result as 4026. And again 6 times 2 is 12. 402 plus 12 gives rise to 414. But 414 is not divisible by 19. So we can conclude that this number is not divisible by 19. Like this video if you have learned.
Thank you. Subscribe to this channel and you will learn a lot more tips and tricks to crack the competitive exams. Thank you so much for watching.